Every day we get asked a lot of questions about our robot lawnmowers, and we thought it'd be a great idea to collate some of the most common questions and answer them in this video for you. How do Mammotion Robot Lawnmowers work? In the most basic sense, a Mammotion Robot Lawnmower mows a pre-mapped area in a linear mowing pattern. The intended use of the lawnmower is to cut little and often, just taking off the top couple of millimetres of grass growth. In this way, your lawn is perpetually freshly cut at your desired length, rather than being allowed to grow long and then be cut back. And the clippings are small enough that they fall back into your lawn and renutriate it, breaking down in the soil so that the lawn gets all its nutrients and moisture back and nothing is lost. How long will my Mammotion Robot Lawnmower last? Well, it's hard to say because it does depend on how often they're used and how difficult the environment is. You can expect a well looked after robot lawnmower to last anywhere between 5 to 7 years. At the absolute bare minimum, you're covered by a manufacturer's warranty of 3 years against any issues caused by manufacturing fault. How does a Mammotion Robot Lawnmower navigate? There are 4 different versions of navigation in total that Mammotion robots use, and we'll break that down model by model. The Luba 2X series, Luba Mini, Yucca Mini, and Yucca robots use RTK and AI vision to navigate. They use RTK either using a local beacon, which is supplied with the machine to communicate via radio, or connecting via 4G or Wi-Fi to a network RTK. Then, the AI vision acts as a live obstacle detection system and as a fail-safe navigation method in areas where RTK signal is lost. The Luba 3 3000 and 5000 use Tri-Fusion to navigate, which is a blend of LiDAR, Net RTK and AI vision. Primarily, the machine will use LiDAR to navigate. Essentially, a small laser creates what is known as a point cloud by spinning at a high speed and then detecting where the laser is reflecting back from to build up a 3D map of your lawn. Then, in areas when there are not enough objects to form a dense enough point cloud to navigate by, the system seamlessly switches over to Net RTK. AI vision is used for active obstacle avoidance. The Luba 3 1500 and Yucca Mini 2 1000 use LiDAR and AI vision. Generally speaking, these machines are going to be used in areas that are not large enough to warrant the need for RTK, meaning LiDAR can do the majority of the work and AI vision is still used for active obstacle avoidance. The Luba Mini 2 1000 and the Yucca Mini 2 800 use vision alone to navigate, using an advanced form of AI vision which adds a third camera to the usual 2. This advanced vision allows them to map autonomously and use vision alone to both navigate your lawn and avoid obstacles in real time. Can a Mammotion lawnmower go uphill? Absolutely. The Yucca series models can handle gentle inclines, with the Yucca able to handle slopes up to 24 degrees or a 45% slope gradient, and the Yucca Mini models being able to handle slopes of 27 degrees or a 50% slope gradient. The Luba robots, on the other hand, are driven on all 4 wheels and can handle very steep slopes up to 38.6 degrees or an 80% slope gradient. What should you do with your robot lawnmower in winter? Best practice is to charge up the robot, turn it off and bring it indoors. Generally speaking, the absolute best thing you can do is charge it between 40 to 60%. However, what's most important is the battery is charged rather than being completely depleted. If a battery is stored completely depleted for long periods, this can damage the cells inside and will have an adverse effect on the overall lifespan and capacity of a battery. Sub-zero temperatures cause batteries to deplete their charge even faster, so that's why it's recommended to bring the machine indoors over winter. Aside from just storage, winter is the perfect opportunity to check your robot and give it a clean, make sure the blades are in good condition. Even better, if you are able to, you can contact a local dealer for winter servicing and a health check. Are Mammotion robots waterproof? All Mammotion robots are IPX6 rated, which means that they are fully weatherproof. We would, however, recommend not using streams of water when you're washing the robot, especially from the underside. While from the factory floor they may well be sealed, there are certain rubber elements that seal the underside of the machine which may degrade in time. In normal operation, this wouldn't cause a problem, but if there was a directed stream of water from the underneath and these seals were compromised, that could cause water ingress and potentially damage the robot. Best practice when cleaning them is to use a damp cloth or a stiff brush. What do you have to do to maintain your Mammotion robot? In general, there are two maintenance tasks to keep in mind with your Mammotion lawn robot. The first is to keep the blades in good condition, and the second is to keep the robot relatively clean. The lifespan of the cutting blades can be affected by a lot of factors, but a good general rule of thumb is every 6 to 8 weeks. The blades can be rotated, so you can get a cut out of one side, rotate them, and then get a cut out of the other. It is good to get into the habit of regularly checking the condition of your blades. You can also check the condition of your blades by the condition of your lawn. If your grass is being ripped rather than cleanly cut, it's very likely that it's time to change or rotate your blades. It is also recommended to regularly clean the underside of your robot. It doesn't need to be an intensive clean, but it's good to get into the habit of every couple of weeks turning the robot over and then using a stiff brush to clear away any build-ups of grass, because these could cause the machine to clog up and affect its overall performance. Are Mammotion robots safe? Mammotion robots have a lot of safety features to make sure that they're not going to be harmful to you or your children or any animals. Their cameras actively react to people and animals, slowing down on approach and then attempting to deviate from their path to avoid contact entirely. If they do make contact, the bump sensor on the front activates and causes the robot to quickly back away from whatever it collided with. If the robot is tipped over while working, the robot immediately detects that it's been tipped over and shuts off the mowing motors, bringing the blades to a quick stop. In an emergency, there is also a large stop button on the top of the machine, which can be tapped to immediately immobilize the machine, and it won't start working until it's actively told to or told to return home via the app, or the buttons on top. How long will the battery last in my Mammotion mower? This is something that's difficult to put an exact number on because it does depend on how much it's used and whether it's stored correctly when it's not in use. Generally speaking, however, the type of batteries used in these machines should last between 800 and 1000 cycles, which roughly translates to 3 to 4 years of use. This is true of the lithium-ion batteries used in most robot lawn mowers and most garden machinery that uses lithium-ion batteries as well. How do I know which Mammotion robot is right for my garden? Aside from budget and features, there are two main factors that are most important to consider when you're looking to buy a robot lawnmower. The first is lawn size. It's really critical that you make sure that you pick a robot that's got the capability to mow all of your lawn areas. All Mammotion robots will state a maximum recommended area that they are suitable for. So it's a good idea to measure your lawn and know what size of area you've got before choosing. The second important consideration is your lawn's terrain. Have you got steep slopes or rough and uneven ground? Then you might need a four-wheel drive machine. However, if your lawn is mostly flat, you may be fine with a two-wheel drive machine. Generally speaking, on a flat lawn, a two-wheel drive machine will be all you need to perform fantastically. However, on more demanding gardens, an all-wheel drive solution may be the answer you're looking for. Thank you very much for watching. We hope this video was helpful and answered all the questions you had relating to robot lawnmowers. However, if it didn't answer all your questions, please comment below with any question you've got about a Mammotion robot lawnmower and we'll do our best to answer it.